Hello viewers, you are watching International Wild. Kindly subscribe our channel and press the bell icon to get notification of the latest uploaded videos. We are giving some breaking news from Niger State is naming a new crew leader, and that is General Abdul Rahman Chiani. This follows days of uncertainty after President Mohamed Bazoum was detained by presidential guards on Wednesday. Abdrama and Tchiani is the head of the Presidential Guards, the group that took over power from Mohamed Bazoum on Wednesday and was still holding him. As far as we know, that's what is happening at the moment, but we understand that prior to this announcement by the military it took them long to agree whether or not to appoint the Chief of Staff of the Nigerian Army or Mr. Tchiani himself. It underlines that there is still divisions within the Nigeria security forces about leading the country when we see the Chief of Staff resigning, now being abramachiani being his junior. The culture and tradition is such that junior officer ascends the throne. It's expected that some of his seniors will certainly give way, and people will be watching this closely to see whether there will be some grievances within the military establishment in the year, or it will pass on peacefully. But still, negotiations are also on to ensure that Mohamed Bazoum returns to power. We have growing international calls for his release. France is the latest country, unsurprisingly, to condemn what's happened in Niger in the strongest possible terms. President Emmanuel Macron calls it an illegitimate change of government and profoundly illegal, and when regional and international organizations want to impose sanctions on the new rulers in Nigeria, France will support that move. There are also reports coming out of Niger saying that some international organizations are trying to shut down operations in that country because of the uncertainties there whether or not this will put pressure on the military to quickly return Bazoum to power or announce a transition program. It's the next few days will be very critical to see whether that happens or not. We did hear from the military that the various countries, Western countries, which have a presence in Nigeria, that they would be allowed to remain. There are concerns things like that there is international intervention to try to restore order or constitutional order, then probably you will find citizens of those countries being targeted in particular. So if an international organization is aligned with a particular country that is hostile, in quotes, to the new administration Indonesia, then certainly its citizens would be free to operate, feel free or safe to operate in that country. So these are what international organizations will be looking at. But again, it's critical to see how the response of the international community to this new development in Niger is before we finally reach a point to judge whether or not they will stay or continue operations or not.